Okay, I am streaming it. Let me just share my screen. Okay, and you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so I have 2 items on the agenda, and that actually I believe E added yesterday. Samir, do you have anything else? Or?
No, nothing else.
Okay, so the first one is the V1 block. I think, Samir, you had some comments. Let me open it.
I had some minor comment. I was rereading it after it was reflagged, and I found 2 minor nits to it. Really making sure you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, I can. I think Feynman addressed everything last night. I talked with him. Yeah, my ask for you and Pritesh would be if you guys can go and take a look and just approve it. They would like, Feynman would like to publish this tomorrow, most probably when they wake up. And they also have scheduled cross publishing with CNCF block. So that's.
I will verify you.
Yeah. And I will actually, after the meeting, I'll do a final pass. Zach, I see that you already approved it. So.
Yeah, I just looked at the delta. There's a little thing on GitHub where if you've left a review and then there's been subsequent commits, you can click the view changes since you last looked at it. And I just looked at the delta between my last approval and the new one and its latest changes, and it looks fine.
Can you show that how to do that, Zach? I am not very familiar with it. I'm on there right now.
Okay. Hey, Kadi, can you go back? Kadi, can you go back really quick? Okay. Yeah. So now can you, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom. Okay, scroll up. Scroll up.
Okay. Now stop. Do you see how there's a blue plus that says new changes since you last viewed? And click
click new changes. Okay.
Right. And that will show you the specific deltas since your last approval. So you won't see all the changes or the complete article, but if you approved it and you only want to look at what they changed since you last approved it, this is a quick way to see it.
Got it. Okay, this helps. This is a time saver. Otherwise, this helps. Thanks.
Yep. Okay. Adding back to the note and then the second item is the contribution guide. So I actually have not looked at this guide, so I cannot say what is in it. But I think we've been kind of discussing kind of improving, adding more details in the contribution guide. I think that's kind of the intention that E had with this one, but I have not looked and reviewed that. So I cannot say any opinion about it. So I'm yet to read it. But I think his request is for us to go and take a look, provide any feedback, and eventually iterate on this.
Right. Just this specifically, by the way, looks like it's the contributor guide for the .github project. So it seems like it's the contributor guide for all of Notary project.
Yes.
Okay.
So we like this will be kind of the single contributor guide for like if you want to contribute to any of the code, any of the I am not sure whether that will cover also the documentation side. So as I said, I have not read it, so I cannot say what exactly covers, but the idea is that we don't have separate contributor guides for each individual repo. and we refer to this one. If there are any specifics for a certain sub-project, then we need to figure out how to get those.
I think we'll also need to, once this goes up, we need to ripple it across all the contributing.md files in the individual repos to say, see the main contributor guide.
Yeah, so we need to add reference from each individual README.
Okay, I'll give it a read. I think I thought this was specific to code check-ins, but I see what you're saying. I'm jumping through it right now.
Okay, so this will be kind of homework for us to look. Zach, question for you. Is it contributing guide or contributors guide?
It would be contributor guide, or sorry, contributor. So if you're writing it in like a sentence, it would be contributors guide. Because I believe even the markdown is contributors.md.
Yeah.
And that's a GitHub specific thing. I think you'll see it also written as contribution guide or, you know, contributing guide in other locations, but specifically if we're talking about GitHub, we can use the contributors terminology.
Okay. Each individual project README. Okay. Anything else, folks?
I have nothing else. And I think, Zach, maybe just one thing, right? I believe I have approved the documentation changes PR. It is not blocking on me. And the rest of the changes I have to make are minor, which I will create separate issues for later on. So is the doc website ready to be updated with the changes that you and Rosalind are working on?
I'm sorry, which one are you referring to?
I'm referring to the big doc changes for the Notary project.dev website.
Right. Like, are you talking about like the refactor pull
Yeah,
request?
the refactor one, yes.
Sorry, I've been pulled to the side on some other stuff, so I haven't been super deep in it. I have to see what the approvals are. I thought I had approved it. I would have to look at the pull request though to see what the status is. But yes, I mean, I would obviously like to get that merged as soon as possible. I believe the changes to the banner and a couple other things around the 1.0 binary release have already been updated on the main site. So I think that is helpful. But yeah, I'd like to get the refactor merged, and hopefully I can look at it today and see what the holdup is.
Yeah, I'm thinking as soon as the CNCF blog goes live, we might get some new visitors. So let them experience the new version if it's ready.
Yeah, I would like to try to get it in as soon as possible. I've just had some other higher priority things kind of sitting in front of that. So I'll try to take a look at it today.
That's fine. No, I think, yeah, we all have been guilty of having too much on our plate. So no, I get that completely. Thanks.
Cool. Thanks for bringing that up again. I really appreciate you. That helps me make sure that it's front of mind. So thank you for that.
I just noticed something actually. We have this V2 as an icon. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm adding action item for Feynman and E. If they can actually go and update this.
Yeah, that had come up before as well. I think it was a. You're right. It comes from somewhere.
Yeah, and it is not from the. I'm looking at the channel. The channel actually has the right icon, just the N part. But I don't know where this MV2 comes from. So sorry, I'm pointing to the wrong screen. This MV2. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Rosalind, how are you?
Hi, everyone.
We had just a couple of agenda items that actually we went over with. So any agenda items from your side?
No, I do not have any from my side at the moment.
Okay. So Samir, I have maybe very kind of logistic stuff. So one is KubeCon North America. Are you guys kind of planning to co-present or not? What is kind of your thinking about that?
Yeah, let me check on that. I had asked if one of the SDs like Milind or Pratish can go there with you. Let me check if one of them is ready to do that. There needs to be some speaker certification that we need to follow. So I want to make sure that's in place.
Okay.
At this point, at this point, I'm definitely will not be able to make it. But
Okay.
let me check if Milind or Pratish can make it.
Yeah, if you can follow up with Milin and Pritesh for the co-presenters there, that will be good. Another.
Before we go there, can you remind me? Is there still time to add a co-presenter, or like you are already presenting, right? You or somebody, some other notation maintain like Payman is presenting, and you're looking for a co-presenter.
Yeah, so right now I send invites for you, Pritesh, and Justin Cormack. I believe yours and Pritesh expired. I think Justin Cormack accepted the invite. So right now it's myself and Justin Cormack. But I talked with him and I said, look, we would like you guys also to be there. I'm happy to, and he's also kind of happy to step down and just have two co-presenters. So I don't think we need 4 people or 3 people. That's too much. Yeah, but if you guys figure out somebody from your side, we certainly will make sure that you are presented there, and either I or Justin Cormack will step back on that.
Yeah. And so there's still time to add a new presenter or replace the presenter.
Yeah.
That ship isn't
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that ship.
What is the last date for that to make that change?
I think so. Even we can do it even very early. I mean, close to the KubeCon. I don't know whether they will be able to update the website. So I need to check when is the last time. I know that they will be publishing. Actually, they will be announcing not the projects, but the other talks at the end of this month. So if we can figure it out in the next week, that will be good. But I can check for you what is the last day by which we can make sure that you are listed on the site, because you can still present, but you may not actually get listed on the site on time.
Okay. And our specific day is November the 7th, or what's our specific day?
Sorry, what?
Specific day for our talk, like this talk, like it's
I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's scheduled yet. They have not posted the schedule.
Okay.
But KubeCon is like, I think mid-November. KubeCon 2023 NA. Yeah, actually beginning of November, 6th to 9th.
Yeah, I'm out of the office. I think.
Okay, let me know. The other thing that I had is very quickly thoughts about so the features that actually we would like to start working on and eventually start planning what will be the next steps for Notary project. We had a couple of items like signing local images, something that actually we have experimental feature for signing like arbitrary blobs. You had the timestamping stuff, so maybe we need to start actually thinking on Monday and have some discussion how to prioritize that work and figure out maybe timelines for implementation.
Yeah, that's fair. I think so. I think what we decided was that we will try not to use the roadmap repo anymore and just create work items in individual repos and track it via the project spreadsheet.
Yeah, and I think they either E or Feynman, they actually created a project that combines all these items from each individual repo and can present them in one place.
Yeah, let's use that. I believe Pritish has added one that I'm particularly interested in. I think the other thing I'll check if it's not there was reduce friction, like some other open source project like Redify has done that for some of the key plugins which are important for the community overall is included by default. I think that's something to think about. If we have identified any plugins which we think are important to pursue, so that customers don't have to install them or users don't have to install them. Let's just think about that architecture going forward for notation as we identify friction points. If that avoids a step.
Okay.
I think I will check if that's not created. We'll create just a discussion to have on it. Like, is there a set of plugins which we should think about including by default, and how can those plugins be pulled from wherever as we develop other specifications in Notary project?
Okay.
That will be among those. I think that will be my short list of things to pick from for the next release. And I think one thing we have learned is try to have smaller releases out versus trying to have a one big release.
Yeah.
So we can look at that.
Okay. Anything else? I think
No, I
Zach
think
dropped
this
off.
is it. This was
Okay.
it.
I don't have anything else. Rosalind, you said you're fine. Then let's get the time back. So thank you very much, everyone.
I know.
Bye.